digital world is ending the last format of distribution and record sales, of record stores, mom and pop stores, even your big chains, the Best Buy, the CDs are backed up by the refrigerators now. It's almost ending that. It's making that completely extinct. So our record sales, for us, we own our own label, we own our own masters. I've watched my sales get chopped even past half. It's probably 60% down. What it has done, and a lot of it also is because we have to realize that you always have to embrace formats. You rather be Netflix than Blockbusters, you know what I mean? And that's where we're in a transition phase. It's helped my popularity. The streaming may not have occurred to record sales, and the royalties are horrible. So when someone comes up and goes, I listen to your record every day on Pandora, what they're really saying is, I'm not buying any of your stuff, is really what they're really saying. But at the same time, it's spreading my brand so that if we capitalize on it, our tours have gotten bigger, our fee for the tour has gotten bigger just because of the streaming. Now what we had to do is we had to figure out how we can make that more profitable, whether, Grammys and the organizations are now talking to Congress right now trying to get those royalties to go higher. But at the same time, I think there's a level of ownership where it's going to branch out. We're in a transition shift. Is this going to be the main transition, or are we going to have another one right after that? That's what we had to kind of figure out. But we roll up our sleeves, and it's not going to end anything. You know what I'm saying? We just have to be smart and understand. And real talk, the majors as well as the indie are all trying to figure out at the same time. Whoever figures it out first, that's going to be the group that really benefits from it. So I'm really excited. I always up for a conversation about, what's happening next, because, we figured out, man, it's on and pop. My career with social media, it wasn't around when I first started. I remember MySpace and Facebook all starting up, but what we did have was we had forums and we had emails. So I would always show up with an email list, and my email list grew to this huge, crazy number. The promoters helped us get in the cities to build a following, but now we build a following, we didn't really necessarily need promoters all the time. A couple of years ago, one of my guys on my staff, Jarrell, a great friend as well, he brought up the idea of going like, yo, man, why don't we do the research and find venues and talk to the venues directly and just come in directly ourselves, like just rap to them directly. DC is a perfect example. We were doing these clubs like 930 Club Black, these like stand-up room only clubs. We did a club like only 10 minutes down the street, a sit-down like jazz club that held like, 700, 1,000 people. I did the place, it was packed out. And I said, yo, who's here for the first time? Who's never seen my show? And like 90% of the people raised their hand. It was like, okay, just see how to understand, or let's find these venues that there has to be this kind of venue in Chicago. There has to be this venue in, Kentucky or Oakland, California. So we started doing that, like searching, let's find the venues, and then we introduce ourselves, and we'll start at a real low rate. Let's get us in, let's prove our work. And once we prove it, and you want us back, holla at us, and it's worked out, man. That's kind of what our building format is now.
Just basically get naked and shake it and you can be cool. This has actually been said to me.
He's trying to fix the microphone for him, and boom, and Stevie goes, oh, man, and there's blood running down his mouth.
I was holding his leg, pressing his back leg when he was supposed to sing.
I had lost everything. The next step for me was death or incarceration.